Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Today we have a good one, guys. We're dissecting a thrilling case from Flagler County, Florida. Imagine the chaos. 3 shoplifters, a high-speed chase, and a dramatic conclusion in a pond. But the bodycam footage tells an even more compelling story. The tension, the near misses, and the moments where things could have gone very wrong. Today, we'll analyze the charges, understand the applicable laws, and explore how evidentiary standards guide every step of this case. This is a perfect example of how small decisions can escalate into big legal consequences. Let's jump into the action. Let's start by watching the bodycam footage that captured the intensity of this incident.
Come here. Matt, you run, you're in trouble. Run, you get in more trouble.
These 2 girls. The guys in the vehicle.
Ho, 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 ho. You try to hit me? Did you just try to hit me? Foxtrot 64, they're taking a 1031 in the white Toyota. Stand by for tag. They just about hit me. Foxtrot 64, they got the tag covered with a medical, same as what we just had. A right-hand turn heading towards Belterre. They already booked, bro. They were hooking.
Jackson, you're behind me. Gets fixed on this first entrance. Gun. Okay, let's get fixed on both sides of the entrance if we can before we try to make contact. I think I have the vehicle over by BJ's Construction site now. Hold it, 95 now.
I need you guys to stay off the radio. We're about to go
south on the Seminole Woods. Southbound on 7.
turning, making a U-turn now, going back towards 100. First character is a Bravo, last is a Sierra. Coming back out on 100, gonna be going east.
Gonna be going east on 100.
I got 6 at Dodge dealership. I got 6 at the Dodge dealership.
He's coming up in the right lane right now. Alright, vehicle wrecked out at Amico.
Signal 4.
Vehicle crashed to Amico.
Get the K right here now.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Give me your hands now! Hands up! Hands up! All 3 of you, hands up! Get on the ground!
On the ground.
Get down on the ground!
Hands behind your back.
Hey, you better come out now with your hands up. Get over here to me now.
I'm trying to
Get up. Are you underwater?
I'm trying to get up.
Show me your hands now!
Get out of the
Get out of the vehicle!
Look, keep your hands up. Get down. Coming to you.
I don't have
Stay there. Don't move.
95. Denver. 111 on test, away 6.
Stop moving.
10-4, 111 if you want to go a little bit farther south on I-95, just south of the exit.
Go up towards me. Go up front. Come towards me. Let me see your hands.
Come on.
Who else is in
What's that?
I'm gonna call her up to you.
Okay.
Man, keep coming.
Put your phone down. Put your phone down. Put it down. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Shouldn't have ran from me. I saw you run, really? I'm the guy that you...
Anybody else in the car?
Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
I don't split my hand.
Knees to your chest.
Huh?
Knees to your chest.
All right, step back with me. Step back with me.
Yo, step down behind cover.
What's wrong with your leg?
I hit my leg. They hit my leg.
Who hit your leg?
But he was driving.
Oh, that's our driver right there. Yeah, shouldn't have tried to hit me.
Can I get my phone? Hey.
Oh no, what happened? I got you on my video when I pulled up to you.
I didn't
Be
try
very
to hit
careful.
You.
You tell the truth. You tell the truth.
I didn't try to hit you, sir.
No, but you dropped that bag, took off running, up against the car. You have anything on your person? Spread your feet, please. Anything on your person?
No, sir.
How many more people?
Do you have a description of
Ain't
any
no
of the
more, sir.
subjects?
It was
That's it.
just, yeah, I was just laying on.
I didn't see who bailed out.
It wasn't nobody else.
What were you guys thinking? You know you're in Flagler County, right? Well, obviously you're going to learn now. We don't play like this. Not even close. Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad for you. Clean right up here, because I got all the stuff you just stole that you threw on the ground.
I didn't throw that on the ground.
Yeah, it's funny. I got it all on my camera.
Yeah, you do. That with me, sir.
That's what I need to say.
All right, bring the other foot out. All right, sit down with your butt first.
Oh!
All right, we'll get you looked at, but I gotta get you in the car for now, okay?
Okay.
Let's see about getting you in there. Come on, I gotta shut the door.
Okay. I'm trying to get in.
You're all right.
It's my leg.
You all right if I push you back? Where's it hurt? Down here?
This one.
Down here? Up here? Okay. I'm gonna slide you back, okay? You ready?
Oh,
Where, right here?
yes. It's my thigh.
I'm finna have to start all over. Could you see if I drop my phone in the car for me?
Listen, man, I'm not.
I mean, yeah, when you get a chance, I just want to call my mama, at least let her know what's going
I
on.
should have thought about that before you went on your little grand stealing spree.
We wasn't on the grand scale.
Oh, okay. So what's the point of the COVID mask on the tag? You think I'm stupid? Bro, you guys gotta come up with new ways. You guys are terrible. Oh, you got a warrant
Who, me?
for larceny!
What's that?
Crazy!
What's larceny?
Oh, you got 2 warrants
Huh?
for larceny!
What's larceny? Is
3
that...
warrants!
Huh?
All for theft! That's crazy, bro.
Oh,
It's like I
larceny-
know what I'm doing with my job.
Huh? 3 warrants from where? 3 warrants? For what? Huh? Could you let me know what it's...
I had cause they went in TJ Maxx first.
Yeah.
And I sat in the car cause I was on the phone with my aunt.
Who's they? Who?
My people that I came with.
Huh?
My people that I came with, we was at
People that you came
different
with?
stores, but I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know because I was sitting in the car.
I'm gonna run her really quick. I'm gonna run her stuff really quick.
I need that phone, please, bro, please. I need it, bro, please.
Why you need it so bad?
Because I need to call my mom. Please, Officer Smith, please.
You don't know her number?
Not at all. If I did, I'd have you call them through. Please, officer, please. I gotta have somebody.
You said it's in the passenger seat?
I think it is. It's a pink phone. Please, officer. Thank you so much. Babe, I'm so glad you answered. Babe, I'm going to jail. Please, babe, get me out. I'm probably not going to be able to get out because I'm finna have a lot of charges. But, babe, I need commissary and I need money on the phone, babe. I need to ride out. I got to go. Can you call for me, Officer Smith, please? I'm not mad at you doing your job. I just really want somebody to know. Can I please get a call? Please, officer.
Hello.
Kish.
Hey, where are you at?
I'm in the back of the police car. You on speakerphone. He let me call you, though. He was nice enough to let me call.
Okay.
I need you to get this number for me off Instagram. Dang, I ain't getting it out my phone.
So what I'm gonna do now?
All right. Can you go to your Instagram. I'm finna.
So y'all speak on the driver's license face or no?
Okay.
Okay.
Go to your Instagram and type into the search bar his name. Okay, click it. Write him. Say, this Sosa auntie, he is in jail. He said, what's your number? He about to call you. Babe, you on speakerphone. I'm in the back of the police car. I'm on the way to jail, bro. Answer the phone. Like, do you got any money on your cash app?
Yeah, I put some on there.
Damn, babe, you just told me this. Oh.
What happened?
Man, I done flipped the car, got into a high speed with the police. Like, oh my God, babe, I need you, babe, I need you. You know I got you, babe. You know I got you. Babe, I can't really talk. I'm in the police car. I'm pulling into jail right now. Like, I'm finna go get checked in. We done flipped the car. High speed police flipped the car in the ditch. The car is up, total, everything. Like, The police said I got 3 warrants. He said I got a warrant in Jacksonville, I got a warrant in Georgia, and what was the other one, bro? They not worried about none of that right now. I just need you on my side, babe. My auntie old, she don't know what's going on, and even Kiwi don't care, babe. Like, I never put you in no situation, bro. Just don't turn your back on me right now. Like, I ain't never turn my back on you, babe. I just need you right now. Like, I need you right now, babe. Babe, this gonna prove to me, babe. Like, when I get out, I got you, babe. I need you, bro. Like, for real. I just need you to answer, bro. When I call, answer, babe. Just answer. Just do whatever I need you to do. I need food. I need money on my books. Like, I need you, bro. The same I do for you.
Ho! You try to hit me? Did you just try to hit me?
From the moment the suspects ignored commands to stop, the officers were in a high-stake situation. The suspects' actions, defiance, reckless driving, and near collisions illustrate the escalating danger not only from law enforcement, but for the public. You notice officers' commands emphasize safety, yet the suspects' choices only made things worse. Eventually, their attempt to evade justice ended in dramatic fashion. A crash into a pond and a surrender. Let's break this all down. Now that you've seen the footage, let's analyze the legal consequences for our 3 suspects. Number 1, shoplifting or retail theft. This is defined under the Florida statute section 812.015. The suspects were first observed stealing merchandise from Bath & Body Works, then connected to theft at TJ Maxx. The combined value of the stolen goods ranged between $750 and $5,000, elevating this to a 3rd-degree grand theft. 2. Grand theft. This is defined under the Florida statute section 812.014. Because the stolen items value exceeded $750, this qualifies as a felony. But what makes this interesting is how their attempt to flee might affect sentencing. Number 3, resisting arrest without violence. This is defined under Florida statute section 843.02. The suspects refused to comply with verbal commands and fled in their vehicle. Even though they didn't use physical force, their non-compliance led to this misdemeanor charge. Number 4, using anti-shoplifting countermeasure devices. This is defined under Florida statute section 812.015. Number 7, the use of countermeasures to bypass security systems shows premeditation, adding a felony charge with up to 5 years of potential prison time. Now, let's talk evidentiary standards and how they apply to this case. The footage gives us a rich foundation for exploring these levels. Number 1, mere suspicion. An officer noticing masked individuals running out of a store with large bags might feel something's off, but that alone isn't enough to act. Number 2, reasonable suspicion. Seeing the suspects defy commands and flee creates reasonable suspicion that a crime has occurred. Officers acted on this when initiating the pursuit. Number 3, probable cause. This is where evidence supports an arrest. The stolen merchandise visible in the vehicle, coupled with eyewitness testimony, provide probable cause for an arrest. Number 4, preponderance of the evidence. Used in civil cases, this standard applies if Bath & Body Works or TJ Maxx sought damages. They'd need to show it's more likely than not the suspects were responsible. Number 5, clear and convincing evidence. For Amanda, who was on probation, this standard would need to be met to revoke her probation. Number 6, beyond a reasonable doubt. Finally, in criminal trials, the prosecution must prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the suspects committed theft, resisted arrest, and used countermeasure devices. This case highlights how small acts like shoplifting can escalate into dangerous situations for everyone involved. From ignoring commands to reckless driving, the suspect's actions turn theft into a multifaceted legal case. The bodycam footage captures these moments in real time, giving us an inside look at how law enforcement responds under pressure. By breaking down the laws and the evidentiary standards, I hope you've gained a better understanding of how justice unfolds in complex cases like this one. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit the like button, subscribe to Advocacy Alchemy, and share this video with someone who loves real-world legal cases. Remember, we're giving away a signed copy of I Do Not Consent, so drop a comment below or email me at professor@aawpr.org for a chance to win. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and stay lawful. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. Have a good day.